Hi YouTube family, hope everyone is doing well today. It's coming closer to Christmas and I'm baking my final black cake for Christmas. Today I'm going to be using a mixture of the Guyana Tandy's fruits and some raisins and currants that I will be steaming in my own kitchen to make this cake. If you want to see how I'm doing this, there's so many ways to make the black cake. You can still enjoy a beautiful, delicious, decadent Guyanese Christmas black cake. So stick around and let's bake this one together. I have many other black cake recipe on my channel, non-alcohol, some made with grape juice, some made with sorrel juice, and I have some made with different kind of fruits. So check out those recipes if you're interested, and today we will make this one together. To start with our final black cake before Christmas, I'm gonna do this a little bit different from all the other ones I did. I'm gonna make it with some of my fruits that I'm preparing today, and I'm gonna use half of the Guyana Tandy's fruits. So I'm weighing out my raisins. I'm gonna add raisins and currants. So I just measure out here. Hubby just got me a new scale because my old one broke. And I really love this one because it can tell kg, grams, pounds, and ounces. Because I know sometimes my friends will ask me about grams or pounds or different things. So this one have all the measurements. So that's one good thing about it. So I'm gonna head on to the stove and show you, if you didn't remember to soak fruits, or if you don't have any pre-soaked fruits, how you can do it the same day and still achieve a beautiful black cake the same day. So to prepare your fruits right away, you will need a nice fruity wine, and here I have one with the blackberry and the raspberry. So this one is called Girls Night Out. It's a red fruity wine, and it only have a small percentage of alcohol, which is 6.5%, and that will cook out in no time. So I'm just sharing what I'm using tonight. If you can't find this one, a nice fruity wine will do a great job for the black cake. So in the pot with the currants and the raisins, I'm adding my fruits in there, and we're gonna steam the fruits and it's gonna become soft in no time. I added 4 cups of the wine, and this will be enough to soften the fruits, and you'll still have some liquid in here to blend the fruits up. If not, you can add more to blend it, but I'll show you the process once it's done. And this is a way that if you forget to soak fruits, or if you don't have access to getting fruits that's already pre-soaked, this is a great way to get it done. I did it many times. The cake is always perfect. So I just finished steaming my fruits. They're nice and plumped and still have some liquid in there. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit, and then I'm gonna put this into my blender and give it a nice rough blend so I can have some texture in there before we add it to our cake. And while this is cooling down, I'm gonna get started with my ingredients and the eggs. My fruits is still a little bit warm, but I'm gonna start the blending process, and I'm gonna do a chunkier blend this time. So we just finished blending the first batch. We're doing it in small portion because it's better that way. And hubby is helping me. We're doing this together. We like to bake together. We always bake together every single holiday or occasion. Look at that. There's still some texture. So this is the consistency we're looking for. You can go smoother if you like, or you can go chunkier. Depends on you. So in the bowl, I just break all my eggs. For this recipe, I'm going to leave all the measurement and ingredients I'm using today in the description box below. I'm going to go in now and grate some fresh orange zest into the eggs. because it will give it a nice flavor, plus it will remove that eggy rank flavor from the cake and give it a nice beautiful flavor. So I'm gonna go in here just about a teaspoon of just the zest of the orange. And if you don't have orange, lime or lemon can do the same job for you. So just the yellow part of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the egg until it's nice and light and fluffy. And today I'm using my new mixer that I got for Christmas last year from my brother, my YouTube brother, Wakenham brother, Mr. Pilot, the doctor guy. You guys know who that is. This was my Christmas gift last year, but now I'm using it. So big up to our brother Reza, and thank you so much for this beautiful gift. I took it out at a special time to use it, and I'm gonna make my Christmas black cake with the mixer today. So hubby's gonna go ahead and mix the egg for me. So now the eggs are light and fluffy. I just added the butter and the sugar. We're gonna cream it until this is nice and fluffy before we start mixing everything together. I'm gonna go in and just scoop down the sides to make sure that all our sugar crystal is melting. And this is a very smooth and nice machine. It's mixing really quickly, and it's gonna make the job very easy as well. So we're gonna go in one more time. I can see that it's almost there, and we're gonna mix again. So now we're gonna go in with our eggs, and the eggs is nice and light and fluffy, and we're gonna give it another mix. Let's get all that eggs in there. We will mix it one more time in the mixer. So these are my final ingredients for the black cake. I have my all-purpose flour, some allspice powder, cinnamon powder, baking powder, nutmeg. I have here some gravy browning for cake to give the color. I have my mixed essence, and I'm using some almond essence. You can use one or you can blend them up. Because it's a black cake, I'm gonna add a little bit of both. I have my raisins and currants that I just steamed and blended with wine. And I'm gonna also use some Tandy's fruit soaked in alcohol. So I'm having a mixture of the Guyana fruits with my own, and we will have a beautiful black cake. So there's so many ways how to bake this cake. If you don't have fruits soaked from 1 year or months before, don't sweat. You can do it just as I did mine, steam it on the stove, and you will still have a beautiful black cake to enjoy for Christmas or any time of the year. So we're gonna go in with our flour, and I'm gonna sift the flour into the batter. I'm gonna add my baking powder in there, and we will give it a nice mix. Because we don't want to overmix the cake, I'm going in with my hands, and I'm gonna take my time and nicely fold in the flour into the batter like this. So we're gonna start mixing up everything in the bigger bowl now. I have my fruits here, and we're gonna go in with our batter in there. It's so nice and light. I'm gonna get out all of this. We're gonna go in with our allspice powder. We're gonna go in with our cinnamon. And we're gonna go in with some freshly grated nutmeg. You can't have cake without this one spice. If you're allergic to any one of these spices, you can totally leave it out. I'm gonna go in with my mix essence and almond essence. And if you have vanilla, you can use vanilla as well. And we will mix all this goodness together. I'm gonna add my Tandy's fruit. All of that is going in. So a little bit of fruit soaked in rum, I believe. And mine is soaked with wine. So this is gonna be a nice rich cake. And we wanna mix all that goodness up. Look at that. Once I finish mixing in the fruits, I will add my caramel browning or gravy browning. And somebody asked me why I'm adding gravy browning. The gravy browning works for cake and for gravies and sauces, so it can work for both things. So we're just adding our gravy browning now. You want to add as you're going along, because if you add too much, the cake will have a bitter taste and it can get to a really dark color that's not very pleasing to the eyes. So you have to add the right amount. So I just added 2 teaspoons in mine, and I'm gonna mix it in. And then I'll be able to tell if I have to add more. The way it's looking for me, I'm gonna have to add some more. So I just greased my pan with some butter and flour, and I'm gonna start pouring my mixture out now into these pans. I think I'm gonna go up to this much with this one. And should I add some more or leave it like that?
A little bit.
A little bit more?
Put in these ones first.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do these pans. I already went ahead and greased the pan. It's perfect. So out of this one mixture, and I call this a 1 pound of black cake, you can get 3 nice pan of cake, and I just finished the right time when the oven is ready. So I'm gonna put these in my 350-degree oven, and I'll give you the right temperature when they finish after they're done, because I have different size pan here and I don't want to say for one thing and then I'm gonna come out with different results. "45 minutes in, all the cakes are done. You can see that some of them are cracked, and if you're not sure, you can put your toothpick in right down to the bottom, and once you lift it up and it is nice and clean, you know it's done. I'm gonna put some hole on the cake because we're gonna add our wine in there right now. And we want it to soak in well into the cake. So I'm gonna go in now while the cake is still hot, and I'm gonna pour some extra wine on the top. And this is what's gonna preserve our cake, and it's gonna stay for a long time. It's gonna have a nice wine and fruity flavor. I'm gonna soak it now, and you can soak it back again in the morning. The more you soak it, the more wine flavor it's gonna have. It smells really, really nice in here. This is my Christmas black cake. Once I cut it, I'll show you what it looks like in the inside. I don't like to cut mine when it's warm, so I'm gonna wait until it's fully cooled down before I cut into them. So here is our finished product. The cake came out perfectly clean from the pan, and I'm just gonna cut into it and show you what it looks like. If you can cut your black cake the next day after you finish baking it, you will have a beautiful result with the cutting. When you cut it when it's warm and when you just finish soaking it, it won't have that nice texture that you're looking for. So rest the cake about a day before you cut it, and you will have a beautiful, beautiful finish. So time now to cut and reveal that beautiful inside of the cake. It is very nice and moist, as you can see, and it smells beautiful. I'm gonna go in for a nice big piece. I can tell from the way I cut this cake that it is nice. So let's check this out, and look at that. Beautiful. I am so happy when I cut into the cake. I'm always curious to see what the inside is gonna look like, and this is beautiful. The smell and the aroma is lovely. So I'm gonna cut this piece back to share it with my family, and it feels very nice and moist, and then I will reveal the taste test. Before I do the taste test, we have a birthday shout out for our sister Angela all the way from Trinidad, who celebrated her birthday yesterday, and we would like to wish her happy birthday. Let me share some pictures of Sister Angela. Happy birthday greetings going out to our dear sister Angela. We wish you many, many more birthdays to come. Greetings are coming from your loving daughter, son-in-law, your entire family, from Riza, me and my family, and the YouTube family. God's richest blessing and many return. So I have to let you guys know how this cake tastes, and look at that. Look how beautiful. Amazing. Look at the inside. So nice. Have a beautiful color and so fruity. We're gonna go in now, and we're gonna give this cake a taste test. Look how moist. Look at that. Chunks of the fruits in there. So I'm gonna go in for my bite. The cake have a beautiful taste from that berry wine. It's nice, it's soft. You can bite into the fruits in there. It's kind of melting in your mouth. Oh my gosh. A mixture of the Tandy's fruits and the currants and raisins really give it a beautiful flavor. And the wine flavor is coming through and makes it so moist and soft. So I hope you'll give this cake a try. And if you have any question, you can let me know and I can guide you along. Until then, we hope you will have a Merry Christmas, a safe and peaceful one with your family. Enjoy all the goodies for the holiday and remember the reason for the season. Take care. Bye for now.